Never underestimate the power of people's need to belong and be accepted. Hey everyone, Dr. Jones here again with another weekly video message, and I was pondering that quote, and it made me think about how true it is for both positive and negative situations. You see, often we talk about the need to belong and be accepted by our peers or by other people or be viewed in a favorable light as a somewhat negative thing because it has to do with behaviors and the way we'll act if we're around a certain group of people. But it also has positive connotations that I just want to touch on really quick. I mean, think about when you want to do something better, when you want to be better at either academics, at athletics, at a hobby, or some type of habit. The best thing we can do is strive to imitate somebody else that's already at that level and try and replicate some of their things that they do to be successful. However, the negative piece, and now here's what I do want to talk about, and I'm going to start talking about it with a question. How many times have you been in a group of people where somebody says something or does something that you don't agree with, that you think is wrong, and you don't say anything? You don't say anything because maybe the rest of the group doesn't agree with you. Maybe they do, but they're not showing it and you don't know it. So rather than stand out among the crowd, you're quiet. Or worse yet, you go along with that behavior, that action that you don't think is right. I mean, let's be honest, we've all done it from time to time. I've done it myself. So there. Now that we've got that out of the way, the idea of positive, emulating somebody that you want to be like or succeed like, and the idea of negative, not standing up for what you truly believe in because you want to be part of that group. Either way, it's being part of something. So here's what I'm asking this week. I'm asking you to focus on the positive. Now, it's easy for me to say that, but let me give you 3 ways to help you do that. Number 1 is accept who you are for who you are and the fulfillment that comes from that. You see, that causes less stress in our life. Once we accept who we are, act in accordance with who we are, we won't have people around us in our inner circle, so to speak, that don't really like us for who we are. And we'll feel that we have to keep putting on that mask, keep putting on that show so that they stay in our inner circle. Accept who we are, because that's the best part of being who we are. Coming to terms with, we don't have to put on a show. Number 2 is closely related to that. Realize and accept that people are different. That doesn't necessarily mean that people are bad and we're good, or we're bad and people are good. It just means that we're different. And the quicker we can accept that and go along with that idea and realize as we shift from person to person or group to group that it's okay, the quicker we can stop struggling to conform and causing ourselves that inner strife. And finally, don't get caught up in living someone else's life. Don't get caught up in the drama of somebody else's story, no matter how much they want you to get caught up in it. Live your own life, because that can be pretty exciting and engaging and fulfilling if that's what you're focusing on. So this idea, this struggle of moving to conformity or trying to be accepted in a group is very real, and it's very difficult to move past. And it comes to how you talk to yourself and how you act. So remember, accept who you are and celebrate it. Realize that people are different, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you have to be different than who you really are. And don't ever get caught up in someone else's drama. When it comes down to it, think of yourself as a flame. And remember, it's your job to burn brighter than anybody else can put out. So your challenge, go out. Focus on who you are, be proud of it, and stay true. Hey, look, I really appreciate you taking the time to listen. If you liked what you've heard, or if it's of any value to you, please like it. If it's value to somebody else, go ahead and give it a share. Help them out too. If you want, I ask you to subscribe. Get them as they come out. Remember, be purposeful, act with integrity, and continue to build your character. You have a great week.